Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Good Hang. Thank you for being here. We had, look, we're keeping the Parks and Rec hits coming because we had Adam Scott last week, and we have the great, beautiful, and wonderful Aubrey Plaza joining us. Aubrey, who many of you have wanted to hear from, is here, and we couldn't be more excited. And we talk about a lot of things today. We talk about how we first met on a playground. We talk about her time as an NBC page and why she got fired. We talk about her love of basketball. And we talk about her new movie, Honey, Don't, which is in theaters this week. And so there's just so much good stuff. And we're very glad that she was here and that you're here listening. And we always start our episodes the same way. We try to find someone that knows our guest, knows something about them, and has a question for them. And we are talking to a great actress today. You know her from The Substance and Maid and many other great films and her beautiful dancing. And it is the beautiful and talented Margaret Qualley. Margaret, hello. This episode of Good Hang is presented by Walmart. Now, everyone's talking about back-to-school outfits, and we all know how expensive that can be to get the shoes and the pants and the whole thing and the shirts and all the things that you need. But Walmart has the latest back-to-school styles for boys and girls starting at just $4. Who knew? So they've got graphic tees and joggers and colorful backpacks, Spider-Man hoodies, keychain charms, flannel shirts, flared jeans, Crocs. Flare jeans are back. I love it. Who knew? Shop Walmart.com to score their favorite back-to-school styles starting at just $4.
Get up, what do you say? All I ever wanted was a really good hang.
Where are we talking to you from?
I'm home. I'm home and I'm in a hallway.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
It's really good to see you, and I know you're doing press
I
for...
love your podcast, by the way. I've been listening to it. It's so good.
Thanks, Margaret. Today is this very special day because we have really our most requested guest coming on today. Like it's, people have really, really wanted to hear from and hear me and Aubrey talk about a lot of things. And I'm just so psyched she's here.
She might be the most unanimously loved person ever.
Yeah.
Even my dad's really not he barely has a phone. He doesn't have a TV. But when he found out I was doing a movie with Aubrey, he was like, "Oh, I fucking love her. Man, she's so funny." He was so excited. She reached my dad.
She's got the dads.
Yeah. But she's got everybody.
Yeah.
I just love her. I just think she's the best.
It's so funny you say that too, because I was thinking kids really like Aubrey because she acts like a cat, right? So dogs come and greet you at the door, but cats just kind of chill and wait for you to come to them. And kids really like that. She never, I remember my boys on the set of Parks, and she would just walk by and say something to them, on the way past them, and they'd be like, "Who was that?"
I'd also imagine that she'd talk to a kid like an adult.
Yes.
Yes. Just meet them where they are. It's rough out there, right?
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's really, as the people like to say, she appeals to four quadrants.
Yeah.
And you guys have worked together. Is Honey Don't, which is the film that you both are in, that you're the star of? Congratulations, coming out very soon. It looks so great. And is this the first time you've worked together, the two of you?
Yeah, we met on set. I've been such a big fan of hers for such a long time, and I think Parks and Rec was probably my intro to her, which is just one of the best shows of all time. And you guys together are so special. But I've felt I think she has that quality where you feel like you know her even when you don't. So I already loved her so much even before meeting her, and I would have been so bummed if she didn't like me.
I'm projecting on this on you, so tell me if I'm getting it wrong. But you both to me seem like, in some ways, introverted artists in an extroverted business. Do you relate to that?
Definitely. Yeah. I mean, it's the classic case of oh, look at me, don't look at me. You know.
It's totally, yeah,
Yeah.
right. Everybody pay attention. Like, what are you
Everyone's
looking
like,
at?
I want to show you something. Stop. What? Go home. Be alone.
So what was it like working together on set? For those that don't know, you guys are, what is your dynamic in the film, and then what was it like working together?
Dynamic in the film is I play this like suave detective, and she plays this like cool cop, and we kind of hit it off right away, and it kind of feels like we've like met our match. Like I usually, as a character, feel like I'm in the power seat, and when I come across Aubrey's character, that's really challenged, and I think she actually is in the power seat. And on set, it's a really fun set. It's Ethan Coen and Trisha Cook's movie, and they're just great, and like they're at once, super accomplished and like these like great artists, but really don't take themselves seriously. So it's a silly, laid back, goofy, fun vibe there. But Aubrey, I think in order for somebody to come across, there's a lot to be so effortless takes some effort, and she cares like in the best way. She's thoughtful and considerate, and brought so much depth to her character, and it was, just like kind of consistently surprising everyone with just um the thing that she does.
I think you bring up a really good point, which is, you know, she's she started out anyway, especially on Parks and Rec, playing like a very disaffected character. But the secret to that character and Aubrey is that she cares very deeply.
Yeah.
And I think people like project on her that she's indifferent, and
Right.
she's definitely not.
No.
I was wondering if you had a question you thought I should ask Aubrey on this day that you'd be curious to know about, or like you want any topic you think we should cover.
I don't know why the first thing that came into my mind was the Salem witch trials, but
Was she in them? Is that the question?
probably,
Oh yeah, what was it like being in the Salem witch trials?
Yeah.
Margaret, we love you. I would love to get you in the stewed.
Anytime.
Okay.
I'd be lucky.
Oh, buddy. And I know Plaza will be so happy that you did this, and surprised and happy that you did it. And also, I know that you and many people in her life have been real big supports and a real circle of love during very tough times. So on behalf of her, I'm going to say thank you. And it's
The
so good
easiest
to
to
talk
love.
Indeed.
Thank you for having me.
Great to see you, cutie pie. This episode is brought to you by Volkswagen. Nice things shouldn't be reserved for people who use summer as a verb. They should be for everyone. You, me, the guy at your wedding who thought flannel was black tie appropriate. Enter the 2025 Volkswagen Tiguan. It's elevated, stylish, luxurious, and actually within reach. Did I mention massaging front seats and real wood accents? Visit your local VW dealer or VW.com to learn more about the 2025 Volkswagen Tiguan. Aubrey Plaza's here, and she has her sunglasses on. And
I'll take them off if you want.
well, I do because
Damn it.
I know, but we'll put them on again. Let me
Okay.
see. I mean, they look very cool.
Maggie, what are you doing? That's so creepy.
Plazy's here, and her sweet dog Frankie is here too. When you wear the glasses, you do look very Howard Stern.
It's because my hair too.
Yeah.
Right now, it's like.
I mean, it makes you look cool, but as an interviewer, I don't love
Oh
it.
my god.
Sorry.
It's
Your doggy Frankie is here with you too.
Yes.
Tell us about Frankie.
Okay. Have we started?
Yeah, we started.
Oh. And just like that. Frankie is my dog.
How-
Her
yeah.
name is Frances.
Right.
Fox.
Mhm.
She's named after Judy Garland. That's
Mm.
Judy Garland's real name.
She's a good dog.
She's a good
Frankie.
dog. She got a little sick this morning. That's why I brought her. I'm not like a bring my dog to work kind of person
Yeah.
so much. But
Do you ever bring her on set for anything? Do you?
No.
But she's really like with you a lot.
She is now, yeah.
Yeah.
This is a recent kind of thing.
Yeah,
but
she's like a therapy dog
oh yes,
in many ways, and it has always been for you, but it's really
Yeah.
been, yeah.
she is. She's always been like that.
Well, I mean, to get it out of the way, people want to see you. I want to see how you are. They love you. I know. They love you and they want to see you. So you've had this terrible, terrible, tragic year.
Yeah.
You lost your husband.
Yeah.
You've been dealing with that and you've been looking for all different ways in which to feel and find support. And I think I would, on behalf of all the people who feel like they know you and the people who do know you, how are you feeling today?
Right in this very, very present moment, I feel happy to be with you.
Mm-hmm.
I feel overall I'm here and I'm
Mhm.
functioning, and I feel, I feel really grateful to be moving
Mm-hmm.
through the world.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm okay,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like a daily struggle. Obviously, this is like a really dumb analogy, and it was kind of a joke at a certain point, but I actually mean it. Did you see that movie, The Gorge?
No.
Okay,
Horror movie?
it's like a alien movie or something
Okay.
with like Miles
Teller?
Teller,
Okay.
and but it's like in the movie there's like a cliff on one side, and then there's like a cliff on the other side, and then there's this, like gourge in between, and it's like filled with all these like monster people
Mhm.
that are trying to get them. And I swear when I watched it, I was like, that is like feels like what my grief is like, where it's like, or what grief could be like, where it's like at all times there's like a giant like ocean of
Mhm.
just awfulness
Mhm.
that's like right there, and I can like see it.
Mhm.
And like sometimes I just want to like just dive into it and just like be in it, and
Yeah.
then sometimes I just like look at it, and then sometimes I'm like I just try to get away from it,
Mhm.
but it's always there. It's just always there, and
Yeah.
the monster people are trying to get me, like Miles Teller
Yeah. And
and
you've
Anya
got,
Taylor Joy.
yeah. Who Anya Taylor Joy to me is example of like the more beautiful you are, the more spaced out your eyes are.
Yes.
And Rihanna, and that's how she says it, guys.
What?
Not Rihanna. Yeah, Rihanna.
No.
Yes. Check out the
No.
clips.
Not saying it ever.
Well, Rihanna is so beautiful, and her eyes are truly on the side of her head.
Yeah. Just like a horse.
And yes, and Anya.
That's why horses are so beautiful.
Well, here's how I feel about horses. I feel like horses are fine.
You hate them.
I don't hate them. I don't
Let's
hate
talk
them.
about animals.
I would love to talk about animals.
No.
No, because I feel like I think horses are beautiful and they're a little bit scary to me, and I'm like I respect them, but I don't really want to be near them.
And that's not how you feel about Rihanna.
No, I'd love to truly like be in a stall with Rihanna and feed her a sugar cube
Okay.
if she let me. I want to talk to you about many things today.
Okay.
Okay. But the first person I want to talk to is Little Baby Plaza.
No.
Why?
Okay.
No, I don't need you to act like a baby.
Oh, okay.
I just mean I want to talk.
Okay.
We're gonna do role play. We're gonna do real intense role play.
No,
I'm
no,
gonna
no,
have
no,
a bunch
no.
of hats.
No. Okay.
No, but because I love Little Young Plaza, and I feel like a lot of people don't. I think a lot of people are like Little Young Plaza out there, and they see themselves in you. But can you explain what kind of kid you were?
Oh, okay. I think I would say like before 7, I think I was like pretty shy.
Mm.
Like I was kind of like a quiet, like lanky,
Mm.
kind of, I don't know, freakish kind of kid, maybe.
Mhm.
Really thin hair. Like my ponytail was like, looked like this. Just like one little strand, basically. I would try to have ponytails, but
Your hair looks really good right now.
it's got thicker. It
You
gets
don't have
thicker
any
as I get
pieces
older.
in?
No.
Shit.
It gets thicker as I get
It's
older.
gotten really thick.
Tina Fey, watch out, bitch.
Watch out, bitch.
Watch out. I'm
Here.
coming for you.
She's gonna brush that hair
I'm gonna
like a
come
real
for you,
brush.
Tina Fey.
Nobody's gonna beat Tina's hair. Nobody.
Watch me.
Sorry, babe. My
Watch
money's on
me.
Tina. I've seen that hair. It's incredible.
Watch me. I was definitely around a lot of people, like hectic kind of,
Mm.
you know, childhood, I think. So like I was like definitely an observer, but like
Mhm.
definitely living in my imagination. Like I could just imagine things all day long.
Where did you grow up?
Grew up in Delaware, Wilmington, Delaware.
Mhm.
Yeah. Ever heard of it?
Nope.
Cool.
Never been. Never heard of it.
Joe Biden, the land of Joe Biden.
Joe Biden,
Um,
who we met.
yeah.
Who we met. Oh, you've met many times.
Oh yeah.
But, you know, for people, fast forward to when we were in parks, we got to go when President Biden was in Vice President Biden. We got to go to
I'll
a scene
never
with
forget
him.
it.
And it was pretty exciting.
It was amazing.
It was amazing. It was super, super fun. And I've told this story before, but Aubrey stole something from his desk.
Yeah. I did. I stole,
yeah.
we were getting a tour of his office and of the White House, right?
Yeah.
And I saw a little like vice president monogrammed notebook piece of paper that said like Aubrey Plaza and then like 3 facts about me, like Wilmington, Delaware, Ursuline Academy. We met, blah, blah, blah. Cause that's what the politicians all do. They get their little,
Sure.
and
They
then
meet
you're
so
like, oh
many
my
people.
God, how did he remember?
Yeah.
You know? And I swiped it and Mike Schur was like, you cannot steal some. Do you think? And I was like, oh, shut up, Mike. And he was like, we're literally in the White House. And I was like, we are. We're living in the White House.
And you didn't get in trouble. No one ever knew.
No.
No one knew.
No one
I am
knew.
kind of surprised that there's no like alarm system in there.
There's nothing in there. It's like a house of
It is
cards.
weird how janky the White House
It's
actually
janky
is.
as fuck.
It is janky as fuck.
I didn't see any cameras.
And it is like it's like SNL. Like you go in there, you're like, this is the White House.
I know.
Like this place sucks.
You're like, that pillow's disgusting. It's like
It's like a hotel room used for a million years.
I know.
It is bad.
It's weird.
But you know, now it's going to be big and beautiful. It's going to be gorgeous
know.
now. Okay, so then you're in Delaware. What kind of shows did you do as a little kid? Like, what were your like parts that you got to sink into?
Baby Plaza Theater was the Wilmington Drama League. I went there. My older cousin was doing the Crucible.
Mhm.
And I remember just watching and being like, oh my God, this is so cool. And then I auditioned. I think the first thing I got was Hansel and Gretel.
You played.
Chorus tree number 4 maybe.
No small trees.
Yeah, actually, yeah. I was actually fun fact, I got my period
Nice.
on stage at the Drama League.
You used that. You just used it. You were like, I'm going to use this.
I started bleeding and then my cousin took me in the bathroom and I was like, what's happening? And she was like, you're bleeding. And then I was like, get on out there. The show must go on. And then I did. And I was like,
and you were like,
this
and
is-
you felt totally different. You were like, my
Yeah.
tree is a woman now.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was awesome.
That's exciting.
I was mainly in the chorus a lot.
Yeah.
I always wanted to be, like Annie or
Mhm.
whatever. But I never. But the big part that I got that like kind of changed things for me was I got the ugly stepsister in Cinderella,
Ooh.
and I really wanted to be Cinderella, like everybody.
And then,
And then they were like ugly stepsister, and I was like, damn it!
because I know that's the better part.
It was the better part,
Yeah.
And it taught me like I brought down the house with my song, and it taught me like comedy is where it's at. I was like, I'm getting all the laughs. I was like,
Yes.
Cinderella sucks.
I bet you have the same memory that I have is like when you get your first laugh that you mean to get, like people laugh at you, but when you get a laugh that you mean to get,
Mm-hmm.
it's like becoming a vampire.
Yeah.
Like you're like,
Yeah.
you're like,
Yeah.
I'm fully realized. Like
Yeah.
I have all the power.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
can
it's
do
the best
anything.
feeling.
It's the best feeling.
Okay,
Yeah.
then you graduate, you go to NYU.
Then I graduated. Then I went to NYU.
So do you remember like arriving in New York City and what that was like?
It was crazy. Yeah. I was like, I was so ready to go to New York, mainly because of UCB.
Mm-hmm. which is
which is
people listening is a sketch and improv theater that myself and Matt Besser, Ian Roberts, Matt Walsh started in 90. We moved to the city in 96. So you were
96.
arriving when?
I came to the city in 2002. But like growing up, I knew about UCB before, I went to New York and
How
like
did you know about it? Just curious.
Neil Casey. I mean,
Casey.
Neil was one of my best friends growing up, is still one of my best friends. He was a bit older than me and he was really into comedy. He showed me like Mr. Show and Kids in the Hall and like we got really into, and obviously Saturday Night Live was like really big for me growing up too. So like we were like super big comedy nerds, and part of the reason I wanted to go to NYU and go to New York is to take classes at UCB. So that was like, I was like ready.
You were like
to go.
studying and taking classes at the same time? You were doing both?
Yeah, I started doing it like immediately.
What were you majoring in at NYU? I don't think I know.
I majored in film, like directing and writing.
More than almost anyone I know, love studying, watching, and talking about movies. You love movies.
I love movies. All I need is movies. I don't need anything else or anyone else.
But movies, what do you do with your phone when you're watching a movie? Are you able to fully, you're really good at it.
I am, and I'm not just saying that. I think I am. I'm also really not good at technology. I'm like, I'm a real boomer like person when it comes to
Although I will
that
say,
stuff.
when it comes to technology, I have a memory that you've taught me many lessons. But I remember one time I was texting on the set of Parks to someone who was bothering me or like asking something from me. I forget what the situation was. And I was like composing this really long text, and you grabbed my phone and you just typed no. And you sent it to
Really?
them. You don't remember that?
No, I don't remember anything.
And it was
really?
it was very illuminating, because it was just basically like, it really, underneath it was like, first of all, don't be like beholden to your phone. Like, life is happening around you. And also, you don't owe anybody any long explanation.
Wow.
I know.
That's so.
You remember that?
No, I feel like that's something you would do to me. I feel like you taught me how to say no.
Well, maybe I taught it and then forgot it. And then you did it back to me.
Wow.
Like Karate Kid style. Okay, so then you go to New York. Where do you live when you're in the dorms?
I go to New York. My parents drop me off on 3rd Avenue and 11th Street.
Oh my God, I used to live right around there near Webster Hall.
Yeah. I lived in the 3rd North dorms. And then I ended up moving. I got out of the dorms earlier than you're like technically allowed to, because there was like a mice issue.
Ooh.
And so
there were too many mice and they were like, you have to leave? Like the mice took over?
The mice took over to the point where I will never forget, I was on the top bunk.
No.
And I was being very quiet because I was like reading a book or something, and like nobody else
you
was
were as quiet as a mouse.
I was as quiet as a mouse. And I literally was just like reading for like, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes or something. And all of a sudden, there was a Thanksgiving Day parade of mice. They were like having trumpets. They were like, and they all just started parading back and forth, like selling things.
God.
And it was like a flea market. They came out and they were like, it was insane. Like I was like, and I was like, I couldn't.
On your floor?
On the ground. Like,
oh, Lord.
Like in our clothes, like
Lord.
it was like a messy room too. So it was like, they were just like they had like, were wearing my clothes. They were like running around dancing, like they were
like those Richard Scarry books. Remember those things where it was like they were like building, they were like in little cars, they were driving a hot dog car.
Yes, it was insane. And I was like screaming. I was like, this is fucking disgusting.
And NYU was like, you got to get out.
Yeah. They were like, be quiet and get out. So I got out. And then I moved right down the block to 2nd and 11th. I got in with these like older musical theater girls that like took me in. And then I lived there for a couple years.
And then you studied at UCB. And then a lot of people don't know that I think some people know because you talked about it on SNL, but then you got an internship at SNL.
Oh, yes.
How did you get that? And what was it?
So I faxed my resume.
Amazing.
Remember that?
That's amazing.
Where are you looking?
I don't know.
At the audience?
I'm just looking over here.
Oh.
I'm looking at my facts.
I imagined like that there were people there.
I'm checking to see if I got any other faxes.
Hello? Yeah, I faxed my resume to every department because there was there was just like a number. There was like a paper on some wall at NYU that had like all the department numbers. It was like 212 667
Yes.
212
664.
like down or 664 or whatever.
It was
664.
Remember 212?
Oh yeah.
I still have a 212 number.
I'm so jealous. I wish
my
I could have
landline. I
that.
still have a landline.
That's nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, I faxed my resume to every department, and I didn't get anything. And then on a Friday night, on the week of the 2005 season, I got a call from the design department, and they were like, "We got your resume. Like, we need someone. Like, can you come interview?" And it was Regina DeChico, if you remember Regina.
Sure, of course.
And I was like, yeah, I was like, I'm available. It was like Friday at like, I want to say like 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. or something.
Dang.
She's like, how about right now? And I was like, okay. And so then I like went up to 30 Rock, like immediately saw Ben Affleck.
Sure, just there.
Who was like, I guess
Oh, 'cause he was hosting,
he was
yeah.
hosting that episode.
Yeah.
I just like remember how crazy it was just walking in for the first time because I was just interviewing. So I was like, I didn't know what was going on, but it was a Friday night. So I guess they were blocking or whatever, rehearsing. And they had fired. The design department only ever had one intern. Couldn't cut it, mainly because he wanted to be in design.
Yeah.
And
they were like, you can't.
No. He was like, so the blueprints of the and they
And
were like,
get the fuck out of here.
Literally. They were like, fuck off. And he was like, and then I came in and they were like, do you care about design? And I was like, no. And they were like, can you start now? And I was like, yeah.
What is the design part of SNL for people that don't know? Like, what does the design do?
Well,
Because it's a very important part of the show.
You have to imagine the sets have to be built somehow.
Yeah.
And very fast.
Yeah.
Because basically, as you know, on Tuesday night's the writing night, and then Wednesday night is when all the sketches get chosen.
Yeah.
And so there's really only Wednesday to Saturday, and then they have to like figure out all the sets in between. I remember what I had to do was like I was there all Wednesday night, like until 3 a.m. or whatever. And then once the sketches were picked, they would be like, go in the filing literally in the filing cabinet and find restaurant number 72 or something.
Wow.
And then I would like sift through and find these like blueprints, I guess, for whatever. And then I would just watch them and they would like draw stuff and that's it. And then the other job I had was to take continuity photos. And that was cool because you guys would be rehearsing. And I'd be like, and everyone thought I worked there. So I had a camera around, whatever. And I just was like very quiet and just kind of like taking pictures of the sets, of the plants, of the things.
I mean, it blows my mind, Plazzy, that we were sharing. I mean,
you were there.
I
stalked you.
I think now about the people that are crossing our lives right now that are like in our proximity that we don't know yet. That it's like it's really cool that we were in the same physical space. But
I know.
We didn't know each other.
It's so crazy. It still blows my mind.
And then you were giving tours, and
I was giving tours. Yeah,
and a lot of people know that you just made stuff up. While
I
you gave
did.
tours.
Yeah, I got fired. Yeah. I didn't get fired, but I got pretty much encouraged to leave pretty quickly.
Yeah. What were some things you would make up? Do you remember?
I mean, no, I don't remember like specific thing. I feel like there was one thing. This is when I was a page. There was one speech I had to give about like, I guess it was like Conan's studio or something. That studio and it was like very cold and there was just like weird facts where they'd be like, does anyone know why it's so cold in the studio? And people would be like, why is it so cold? Because of the lights? And I'd be like, no, because in 1956 they had penguins on the show and the penguins needed to be cold so they wouldn't die, and they forgot to turn the heat down after that. So it's been cold since like 1956, and people would be like, well, that's interesting.
Okay, then you get your like doing comedy, doing shows, and we meet not on SNL, even though we're in the same building, but we meet on the set of Parks and Rec. And for people that don't know, like you had a crazy week when you got hired. You got like 3 jobs that same week. What happened that week you were hired on Parks?
So I was like trying to get part in Funny People,
Mhm.
the Judd Apatow movie with Seth Rogen and Adam Sandler. And I went through kind of this whole vetting process in New York, and then enough where Allison Jones, who cast that movie and Parks and Rec, called me and was like, all right, like you made it to the chemistry read stage. So you have to come out to LA and read with Seth and see if you get the part, basically. And so, but I didn't really have an agent or anything. And I kind of had to like pay my way, to go out there. So it was like a little bit janky, but I got myself out there to do that. And then while I was out in LA for that week to do the Funny People thing, Allison was like, how would I send you on some other things? Like, how do you feel about that? And so, so one of them was she wanted me to go meet Mike Schur and Greg Daniels, who at the time were shooting on The Office, and they were on the set of The Office. So she sent me to the set of The Office, and I didn't even, I guess at that time I didn't realize, like, I didn't think like, oh, these meetings will get me a job. I think
it's one of the things about being young that's kind of nice is you're not really aware what you're actually, like what's at stake.
No,
and that's
definitely
good.
not that.
That's
if
good.
it was an audition, obviously, I know like, all right, I'm going to get the part or not.
Yeah.
But like general meetings, I didn't really get the vibe of that.
How old were you then?
I was 24, 23 maybe. But so then I went to the set of The Office and I was so starstruck. I see in my horse eye BJ Novak and Mindy Kaling walk by and I was like, oh my God. I was like, they're in the show or whatever.
Yeah.
And Mike Schur is like, hello. And he's like at his desk, like, and I'm like, what? And then I just met him for like, he describes it. He really embellishes this story, I think.
He loves this story.
He loves it. But he's like, and then I met the weirdest person later. I'm like,
there's no bigger fan of Aubrey Plaza than Mike Schur.
Yeah, right.
He loves it though. Because I think it just speaks to, honestly, the fact that you've always been yourself, confidently yourself, and you don't have a vibe of like, you are the opposite of a pick me, as the kids would say. Like you do not have that vibe.
No.
And that draws people in. And I think he was like, who is this person?
Yeah.
Who seems mad at me
Yeah.
while I try to give her a job?
Yeah. Literally. And
Yeah.
why are you wearing jean shorts in a general meeting? Like ripped jean shorts.
And you're like, I didn't know what this was.
No. And then I got a phone call and they were like, you're on a TV show. I'm like, what? No. But
You're
then
like, which one?
I know.
What? You're like The Office?
Yeah. I literally probably said that. I didn't know what was going on. And then they were like, actually, you got the part, but actually you have to audition to play yourself.
You don't have to name names, but I wonder who else was up to play you.
I don't think that anyone.
Oh, right. It was just one person.
I think they just made me do it like for the network or
Yeah,
something.
to
I think I
go.
found out later. I mean, maybe not. I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
probably like,
It was
Whatever.
you, Sharon Stone, and Gina Gershon. Yeah. So you get the part. We're on the set, and then we could do a whole episode about our experiences there. And there are the best thing about our relationship, I feel like, is I don't a lot of, I think, long lasting relationships is you don't always remember how you met. I just remember I just have this vision of you being next to me on the set of that show and me being like, welcome. Leslie was supposed to be welcoming April, and April was supposed to be like, what am I doing here? And Amy was welcoming Aubrey, and Aubrey was like, what am I doing here?
truly, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember when we first met, and I think I told you this story. It was the promos that we shot.
That's right.
And,
That's right.
and which was weird because we hadn't shot the show yet. And the rest of the cast hadn't even been cast yet. I think at that point it was just like Aziz, me, you, maybe another
Maybe
Rashida.
yeah. I don't think we had Nick yet, or
I don't think so. But they had me and I was there, physically there. So they shot this promo of us on a swing set. And that's when I met you, officially for the first time.
Yeah.
And I think I was literally on a swing, like a child. And I was like, and I was like, just don't make any sudden movements.
Except swinging.
Except swinging. And then you, which is kind of good because swinging is really good somatically
yes.
for me. Like I liked, but then, yeah, you came over and we were both just swinging like little babies. That's how we met on a swing. We met on a playground, which is kind of nice.
Really nice.
Yeah.
And it feels like the show was that. Like it felt like a true like playground space. It really was. Like I mean, I loved and love working with you. I love playing with you. I love acting with you. I love you as an actor. I love you as a person. I love your acting, Plaza. You know how
Thanks,
good
Amy.
I think you are.
I love playing with you.
And I feel like our dynamic, well, like the arc of in many ways, like April had the biggest growth in the show. She goes from truly not wanting to be where she is to like, you know, ending the show like with some kind of purpose and a love in her life, and like some also like she kind of stands up for what she doesn't want to do, which is a big part of your 20s. Like, but when you started that character, when you started her, did you have any idea where you thought it would go? And did you have any, did you see?
No.
Yeah.
No, I think once I realized like, oh, what's so fun about this character is that like, it's a game of not showing anyone that I really care.
Yes.
And like, once I've locked into that,
Yeah.
it was a real, like, it felt like there was no limit to like the growth or like what could happen, because if you hint that there's something else going on, it's like you can kind of play with that, and also in different ways with every different character. So I feel like maybe on an unconscious level, but I felt like, oh, there's so much to play with, even though it feels really subtle and simple.
Yeah, that was her secret, is she cared, but she pretended she didn't. And so when it would pop out, it was so satisfying.
Yeah.
It was so funny and good. And the ways in which she tried to keep those things hidden were so funny.
Yeah. And then I think just the Andy April thing was such an organic, like I had no idea that was going to become a thing until that one episode.
So let's talk about that. So Andy, played by Chris Pratt, and you, April and Andy had an episode where a bunch of us were off like doing like a harvest. We're at the Harvest Festival. We're at some
I don't
festival.
know where you guys were.
We were doing something together.
Yeah.
And
or you were in like camping or something.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Oh, yeah.
We were in like
the
cabins.
camping episode.
I don't know.
And so they put you guys in the office and just said, like, let's see what happens to these two characters when they hang out.
Yeah.
And basically the chemistry that those characters had was the building block for why they eventually became like the real romantic love story of the show, other than Leslie and Anne.
Yeah. Because Anne doesn't deserve.
Don't talk about Anne.
Sorry.
But what do you remember of that day?
I have Greg Daniels directed the episode, which I will always remember because he was so delighted. Like he had such a like little kid energy, and he just was like very willing to like, let's just try things. And we had a whole day where we were just playing. It was like kind of like what you said, like the office, like the ballroom or bullpen.
Yeah, bullpen.
The bullpen. The ballroom. The bullpen like became a playground, and I just remember I have an image of like us sitting under the table. We were like under that main table for a while. Like I don't even know what we were doing down there. But we were under there, and I just remember. I don't know. It just felt, it was so fun. It just felt like, I remember before then I think it was like the finale of maybe the first season, or I don't remember what season, but there was a very subtle moment where we're all in a group, we're in a circle, and Andy's like saying something about his band, or he's like something about like, I think like this band name is cool or whatever. And everyone else was like, no. And I was just like, I like it. And it was like an improvised thing, but do you remember that?
Yes,
where I
completely.
remember being like, and then I remember like knocking on Mike Schur's like door and being like, listen, I was like, April loves Andy, and April thinks Andy's cool because he's so not cool that he's cool. Do you understand? And Mike was like, get out of here. And I was like, you better listen to me.
Wow,
and then
you did. You knocked on his
door.
door.
It was like, it was more like just a little conversation. But
it was like a layer to that character because you become his advocate, like, and that's the part of April that like is like another interesting layer. Is like again, she acts like nothing matters, and she's completely disaffected, but she's actually very fiercely loyal
yeah.
and very and like sticks up for people she believes in, which I think is a character trait of you too, Plazy. Like you're a very loyal friend.
Yeah.
You're a really, really protective friend. And you really stick up for people who you love. And that side of it was so great because then we got to see her like manage him, care about the band, see potential for him that he didn't see in himself.
Mm-hmm.
And he was just like, I can't believe how lucky I am.
Yeah.
And I remember when the writers had you guys get married, we were all like, what? Like,
I know. That was insane.
that was, what do you remember of that day shooting it?
There was a lot of crying. You cried.
I mean, I love a wedding.
You cried. I remember you like cried in the kitchen and then you were like crying like off camera and I was like, stop.
I didn't cry that much.
Yes, you did. You like literally cried all day. It was so weird.
I was so happy you were in love.
You were like crying all day. There was like,
I was like, not crying all day.
Yeah, you were. I was like, we're not even at the camera. I was like, we're in my trailer. Like, why are you doing this? And you were like, how do you feel? I'm like,
oh my God, no,
I'm ordering a salad for lunch. Like, this is my job.
I was crying because you were crying so hard and I was worried that we
not.
weren't going to get the shot. I was crying because I was sad at how much you were crying.
I don't think so. I think that you thought it was real. And
Yeah, I assumed it was legally binding.
Yeah.
But it was so good. And
It was
and the vows were so funny.
Yeah.
And the wedding was so stupid.
It was so
funny.
stupid.
Okay. I mean, I guess like have you rewatched Parks and Rec?
Nope.
What? I'm finding this out. Okay.
I wouldn't even know how. Shut up.
Okay. Okay.
Ask me how.
You've never the big giant screen that you watch your movies on.
How does it work?
Go bloop, bloop,
These
bloop,
days, I wouldn't.
And go to
Go to what?
type in where the
Where?
search is.
How? Someone tell me.
Peacock.
No.
Yes. Yes. Go there or go to
Okay.
iTunes.
I wish I knew how.
Or go to, just pick up your controller and just say
Which
Parks
one?
and Rec into it, and it'll come up.
Okay, it's probably not the right one.
Go to your DVDs. You love your DVDs.
I wish I had one right now.
But so you've never rewatched it?
No.
I don't know what's wrong with you guys.
If it
Adam
comes on
said-
in a
Adam
hotel
said-
room, I literally throw
No.
something. I throw it.
Adam says,
I will literally break the
Adam
TV.
says watching the show makes him sad. Nick has told me he has not rewatched it.
Liar. He jerks off to it every night. You know he sits there and like touches
He's like-
himself.
You're so right. He's got it on right now. Nick,
That's right, Tammy.
you're right. He does watch it for
It's his
Tammy,
wife.
his real wife, Megan Mullally.
They get off on that. They watch it
They
together.
watch. You're so right. They watch it together,
They're
and
sick.
then
They're
they
just
slap each
sick.
other in the
They're
face.
disgusting.
They're so disgusting. Nick, I know you're listening. You're not fooling anybody.
I remember like that episode with April and Ron, that very
I
first
love that episode. Like
thing when we got to play together. I remember
Yeah.
like knocking on his door and being like,
Mhm.
I canceled all your meetings today or whatever.
Yes.
And us just the silences between us.
The thing that I love so much about Leslie and April's relationship is that Leslie had a plan for April and she kept kind of whispering to April, like 2016, a version of like feminism, like you can do it all, you can do
Mhm.
whatever you want.
And she was like, women belong in the kitchen. that game I love to play.
So
the trad
good.
wife thing. She was always like,
So good. I mean,
she
maybe
was like,
April
we must
would be a
respect
trad
our
wife.
man. And Leslie Knope would be like, no, April, no. And she'd be like, you must bend over for your man.
I feel like did you improvise that? It feels like something you
Probably.
would have improvised. Two more things about Parks. We had so many fun guest stars come in, and like you connected with some of them in interesting ways.
Yeah.
Who do you remember just like just being like, oh, I just like loving because I feel like my job on set was to be like, welcome,
Yeah.
and you got to just come up later and
Yeah.
be like, what do you think of this? Like,
Yeah.
you definitely.
I'd be like, it's kind of crazy around here, isn't it? Want to see something insane or whatever? Yeah.
Yeah, you were the cool. You were
I
the cool
mean,
kids.
one of the
but-
ones I'll never forget is Patricia Clarkson.
Yes,
Totally made out with her. Never made it on the show.
we
Still
should
talk about
clarify,
it.
made out on the set, not in the trailers.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Although Patty would probably be fine with both. That was incredible, and
Yeah.
the April really fell for Tammy one.
Yeah. Yeah. She was Tammy one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. I mean, one could argue that Ron's mom was the original Tammy,
Oh, right.
played by Paula Pell. But yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was a good one.
Yeah, Tammy. But she was Tammy 1, and Mullally was Tammy 2. Who else did you
I
love?
loved her. Fuck, my brain is so broken.
Okay,
I
well, I'll
remember
throw
Sam
some-
Elliott.
I'll throw some people out. You
Just
love Sam Elliott.
Sam Elliott always pops on. I love Sam
You love the
Elliott.
actor that played Oren on Parks and Rec.
Oh my God, Oren.
Remember Oren?
I loved
played
Oren.
by.
Love Oren. He was so funny and so
He
weird.
was so funny.
He was like a vampire boy
Yeah.
that was always like lurking in the shadows.
Eric Eisenhower
Eric.
played Oren, but Eric wasn't really the vampire boy. I think in real life, but he
No, but in
played
character.
it.
But
I
he was
mean,
very like method.
yes,
And I really appreciated that. Like,
Yeah.
even when we weren't shooting, he'd be kind of like, "Did you try the hummus?" or whatever. And I'd be like, "Yes, Oren."
yes.
Whatever.
Um,
Who else?
You also helped us. You helped us secure the mayor
Oh,
of
yeah?
Pawnee. You really helped us get Bill Murray on the
Bill
show.
Murray.
How did
All you have to say to Bill Murray is, "You're playing a cadaver," and he's like, "I'm in." Do you remember when? I don't know if you remember this, but do you remember when Chris Bosh was on the show, the basketball player? Chris Bosh. He was a Miami Heat player,
Oh yes,
and he was a.
was he in
Remember
like
we had different beat basketball, like Roy.
yeah, we had
Hibbert
Roy.
and-
Yes, yeah, Chris Bosh. Yes,
Chris
and
Bosh-
he was with like Aziz and was he like
John Ralphio.
Yeah, Entertainment 720.
Yeah. But like, I don't know if you know this story. It was a very quick story, but it was so
Please.
stupid. But I was a really big Chris Bosh fan. So like, I was like, oh my God, like, I can't believe he's coming. Like, this is insane. I was like, I want to play a prank on him. Do you know this?
No.
And so he had to go through hair and makeup, but he, I think, had very little hair and, whatever.
Yeah.
Didn't need makeup because he's a guy or whatever. But you know how they always put them through the works anyway.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm going to pretend to be the hairstylist. And I think it was Terry maybe was
Sure.
in there.
Yeah.
And you know how she had those glasses
Mhm.
or whatever? So I was like, Terry, give me your glasses. Or I can't remember, whatever. And I'm thinking like, this is going to be hilarious because it's going to be me. And he'll be like, ha ha ha, it's you. So I like pretend to be Terry. I'm like at her
sweating.
station. And then he goes through like makeup first. And they're like, you look good. A little powder and you're good. And then he like went and he was like, yeah, thanks a lot. And then he sat down in my chair and I was like, well, and I looked at him and I was like, what are we going to do today? And I was like doing like a dumb thing and he didn't make any eye contact with me. He was just looking down and he was so sweet, but he didn't make eye contact. He was just like, yeah, whatever you think.
Oh
Yeah.
no! And you were like,
And I was
oh.
like, well, I think that you're looking pretty good, sir. And he'd be like, yeah, so I'm good. All right. And I'd be like, well, you're not that good. And then it was like, I just kept it going. And someone videotaped it.
oh my
and it was
god!
so awkward. Didn't recognize me at all. Didn't know who I was. Don't think he ever knew who I
No,
was.
I mean,
not once.
Chris Bosh isn't going to be watching the show before he comes in.
He didn't know
He's too
who
busy.
I was. He
Yeah.
thought I was
He thought you were a hair person.
and like the PAs are like, we really need him on set. I'm like, well, he's almost done in my department of hair. And then basically it just died.
And you never.
Nope.
Well, Chris is probably listening, so
Never,
now
not
you
once.
know.
Never, not once.
Did you even work with him on set that day?
Nope.
Did you?
Never saw him again. Literally never saw him again. Ever in my life.
Oh my god! I mean, people should know you're a big basketball fan.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a big
Be a big people.
WNBA fan.
Yeah, I love it.
You're a big Liberty fan and many other teams.
Yeah.
What do you like about basketball? What do you like? You're good at basketball.
Thank you.
Welcome.
I grew up playing basketball. I just love the game.
Mhm.
My sister and I we just were a ballin' kind of family. My
Mhm.
dad was like coaching our teams, and I went to an all girls high school in Delaware called Ursuline Academy, and we were really known for our basketball team. Like first, we would be the best in the state. Elena Deladon went to my school. She's like one of the best WNBA players ever. So I just kind of grew up loving the sport. And then, my sister Natalie really introduced me to the W.
Yeah.
And it was kind of before the kind of Caitlin Clark effect, as they call it.
Sure.
But even before that, we joined a women's basketball league in LA. And there was a lot of Parks people like Allison Becker was, a lot of comedians.
Shauna
Malway-Tweep was on one of the teams. And there was a whole movement like around that time, like 10 years ago in LA, where like just women were playing basketball and like really playing.
Yeah.
And it was so fun. And then kind of after that, I tore my ACL on the court.
That's, I'm
And-
pretty baller.
Yeah. It's happened twice. I did it again last year.
I know. It's very cool.
Thank you.
I know it's the biggest pain in the ass. Like it's a nightmare to tear your ACL, but like being iced on the court, it looks cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first time it wasn't so cool because I was actually I was wearing a wig and I was playing in disguise. And truly.
You were pretending to be the hair department.
I was pretending to be Terry
yeah.
on the court.
Okay. So we got to talk about your other stuff. There's so much stuff that you've done. Like I don't even know where to start, Plaza. You're such a good actor. You've done, for people that perhaps don't know, you have done a million gazillion movies. You've been in White Lotus. You've done Emily the Criminal, one of my favorite performances of yours. You've you've worked with, what's his name? The
Michael
most
Caine?
famous, you work with Michael Caine.
Robert De Niro?
Robert De Niro. You've worked with
Bobby?
the other Bobby De Niro. You've worked with the other guy, Coppola.
Sure.
You've been in his movies.
Yeah.
You've been in like Incredible Black Bear. You've been in I should know your IMDb.
It's enough.
Is that enough?
Yeah.
It feels like it's not. It just scratched the surface, Plaza. So I guess my question to you is, and it is a genuine question. Hold on. Agatha.
Down the road, down my witch's road.
Road. A lot of people think that you were playing yourself in Parks and Rec, but is it true that you were actually playing yourself in Agatha?
Of course.
Yeah.
That was the closest, the most blurred the lines have ever gotten for me.
Yeah.
When I was holding the dagger in the woods.
That was so exciting to watch. That part was bananas.
It was crazy.
And the response to that show, talk about your hag heads. Talk about
I know,
your
my baby hags
parasocial.
love that shit.
Baby hags, sorry.
I'm going crazy. They're called baby hags, please.
Excuse me, baby hags. People, there's something about you that like is just witch adjacent. Like you organically have a witch vibe, as you said. You were called that early on. Like what is it about your fascination? You've written about the Christmas witch. You've played a witch. Christmas Witch is your great children's book. And it's a great book, by the way.
Thank you.
You and Murph.
We have a new book coming out
Ooh.
that just came out on the shelves right now.
Oh, tell us about it.
It's called Luna and the Witch. Throw a Halloween party. It's a Halloween party.
Yes. What do you love about, what is it about that witch? Your production company is called Evil Hag. What is it about witches and you?
It's like I can't pinpoint exactly where that seeped in, but I will say I think where I grew up there's a witchy vibe in the woods of Delaware, first of all. It's an old state, the first state, in fact. And so I think I kind of grew up kind of always, I don't know, feeling witchy in the woods. But also I think that there's a bloodline thing happening, in my family, with the women in my family. I think.
Wait, say again.
Like, I feel like I have ancestral, like, witches in my life. Like,
Well, I mean,
For sure.
you really, your family feels like a matriarchy. Like you have sisters, you have really strong women in your family.
mhm.
And it feels like that feeling has been passed on
Definitely on both sides too. I
on both
think.
sides, right?
Yeah.
On your dad's side too.
And I have like Basque blood.
Mm-hmm.
And I found out about this years ago when I went to visit. I went to visit like the area where supposedly like some of my family's from.
Mm-hmm.
And there's this town called Zugarramurdi,
Mm-hmm.
which is on the border of France and Spain, in northern Spain, in the Basque region.
Mm-hmm.
And it's apparently where like all thousands of witches would like convene in these caves, which I went to visit. And like we talk about Salem witch trials, like that was like 200 witches. What? You love that shit. Boston.
Well,
What?
it's funny that you bring up the Salem witch trials.
Why?
Because we talked to Margaret Qualley today about you.
did?
Yes, who is so nice.
I know. I love her.
I know, and she loves you.
I know. We have a really sweet little connection there.
And we got to talk about, and it's my favorite part of this in many ways is to talk well behind someone's back. And she was saying, which, I know firsthand because of the love and support I feel from you and our history together. But she was talking about how, like, you are a real girl's girl. You are like, you really support women, you love women, you take good care of them, you feel supported and loved by them, and you surround yourself with really strong, interesting women who you learn from and teach to all the time. But her question was, what were the Salem witch trials like?
What? Bitch. Honestly, they were fun.
Alexis.
They were fun, Alexis.
They were fun.
They were fun. They were hilarious. Like
Yeah.
everyone was freaking out. And I was just like, you guys are like so stupid. Like,
But I definitely can see you back in the day being on.
I would love it.
What do you think that was the best part about playing a witch on Agatha?
The best part for me was just like cackling. Because I had this one scene, like this one part at the end where like, and I don't even know why, but I think cackling. There's something about cackling, I swear, that is like really therapeutic.
Well, it's probably somatic, like
It's somatic. It's like screaming.
Yeah.
But it's like you think like, why are witches cackling? Where does that come from? I feel like it must be some old timey way that women were like working out their rage, and because I'm not very tapped into that, my rage and whatever, but like. When I really let loose and am able to like cackle or whatever, like it's I don't know, it feels good for me, and I really took that and ran with it. And like the scene in Agatha where I'm sitting on top of the house, and like and I'm on a wire because I'm like flying down there, and she's down on the ground going like and like screaming at me, and I was just like and I was cackling like crazy, but I went really crazy with it. And
it felt good.
It felt good. It felt really good to just be like, just let loose.
Speaking of Margaret Qualley, movie Honey Don't.
Honey Don't.
You're in it with her.
Yeah.
And who directed it, and how did you tell us about it?
Mr. Ethan Coen directed it, of the Coen brothers. And Ethan wrote it with his wife Trisha Cook. And how did I get involved in it?
How do you pick? Why? I find the way you choose parts really interesting. How do you choose what you're going to do next?
I think a lot of the things that I do, I feel like are somewhat self-generated because I've produced like 5 movies, and I read scripts, and I like that approach.
You've developed things from the ground up.
Yeah, like I did that really. That's what I've done a couple times. But then, as an actor, you also get offers sometimes, But I think people think a lot of times that like actors just like sit there and wait and are sifting through like 10 offers or whatever. But it's never like that. It's always kind of different than that. But this one, I don't know how I choose. I think a lot of it's kind of has to do with like what I feel like kind of diving into energetically or like character wise, because I tend to really like go there. And so I don't, there are certain things that I just even if the script's like really good or if it's like you got to work with, Glenn Powell or whatever. It's like I don't.
But you got to work with
I
Glenn Powell.
know, but I don't want to.
You got to.
I can't.
You can.
No.
He's neighbors with Jack McBrayer.
I don't. All right, fine, I'll do it. I'm definitely interested in like doing the opposite of what I just did, or like the honey don't thing to me honestly was like mind blowing that a Coen brother wanted to work with me. I was like, oh my god,
Honey,
like
everybody wants to work with you, honey.
Tarantino, where the fuck are
Hello,
you?
Tarantino.
Close
Sorry,
your,
Quentin.
Do your earmuffs.
If you're listening.
Close your earmuffs. Tarantino, I'll do anything. I'll do
This
anything,
is
Tarantino.
Absolute Tarantino.
Anything you
Quentin,
want.
I am her
Tarantino.
as her manager. She will not do anything.
Ring, ring.
And the feet
Hey,
are off the table, babe.
Tarantino, it's Aubrey.
You can't.
Guess what? I'll do anything you
You
want,
can't.
babe.
It's extra for the feet, honey.
Naked in heels, Tarantino.
Gonna get
What?
an immediate call from Quentin Tarantino.
Good. Can't wait.
God, I can't wait for it. Whatever is the scary ass shit he's gonna make me
Great.
put me through again.
Don't care. You think I didn't care before? How about now? Definitely don't care about anything.
No, Quentin. No, we're gonna. Okay, but so you.
What?
But this brings me. But what do you like? Because you have worked with a lot of different directors. You work and do you want to direct, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you have directed already, but you want to do that more.
Yeah. I mean, I've never directed a movie.
Well, you've directed TV,
No, I
right?
haven't.
You haven't?
Well, I
Didn't you and
I
Jeff-
directed. Yes.
Yeah.
I directed an episode of a Showtime show called Cinematose.
Yeah.
That Jeff created.
Yeah.
And it was during the pandemic, and
Yeah.
it was a really, really cool show, and I loved my episode. Unfortunately, I don't think you can watch it anymore. I don't think it exists.
It just
I think
went away.
Showtime like literally just erased it.
It's kind of weird about
Um,
some TV. Like we were making jokes about how to find parks, but some TV just is like it's gone away.
It's
it just
just
goes
gone.
away.
It's weird.
I mean, I guess when I was growing up, that is what happened with TV. You couldn't watch it again.
yeah, that's true.
But it just went away. But
That's true.
now it feels weird that it goes away.
Yeah. But yeah,
Um,
no, I haven't directed. I want to direct a movie, but like I'm scared.
Girl,
I know, but you know what it is? It's like I know, but it's like I'm a little bit like I'm being too precious about it.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, you just got to just do it.
But I want to have something to say. I have something I want to
something to say.
I want
This is the
shut
problem.
up.
I mean,
I want to say
do you?
what?
Sorry,
What?
sorry, I interrupted.
No,
What do
tell
you
me.
want to say?
I literally don't know.
What do you want to say?
I don't want to say anything. I want to do a movie where I say nothing. How about that? It's called Seinfeld the movie.
Okay. And so what would be like, as we wrap up,
Mhm.
back to movies, what are the movies that like give you, what are the movies like, what are your comfort movies? You know, speaking of comfort, just a reminder that Frankie's been asleep under your chair the entire time. Best dog ever.
Best dog ever.
Dakota Johnson was on and she brought her dog.
She thinks she's better than me.
No, sorry. No. It's not a competition.
Okay.
Frankie wins best dog for sure.
Yeah, she does.
Okay, but comfort movies.
Comfort movies. You've Got Mail.
Love You Got Mail.
Speaking of Tarantino, on his top 10 favorite movies of all time.
Yeah, but guess what? If he made it,
What?
it'd be like, you got mail, you open the envelope, there's a finger in it.
No, he would never.
Oh, yeah.
He would never.
Okay.
You've Got Mail. I love that movie. That's like a real comfort movie. When
Yeah.
Harry Met Sally. I think like a
Love When
lot of
Harry
like
Met Sally.
90s like rom-coms are really comfort
Mhm.
movies for me. Like I grew up like on all those movies, like Sleepless in Seattle and just
I
all those
watched two on
movies,
a
you know?
plane recently, Parenthood and Moonstruck. Those were
Mhm.
like,
Oh my God,
really-
Moonstruck is
Parenthood's so good too.
love Moonstruck.
Moonstruck. Okay. And then I ask everybody this, like, and this is maybe, you know, this is like, take some more import for you this year probably than other times, but like, what makes you actually laugh? What do you do when you really want to like deeply laugh? Where do you go? Do you watch
Mm.
something? Do you read something? Do you go to friends?
Mm.
Do you
Mm.
like,
I mean, I would say there's just certain people that make me laugh. I don't laugh a lot when I watch things.
it's like a question I've asked a lot of people because to me it's like as basically like how do you stay
Happy,
above the line?
laughing.
How do you stay on the cliff and not in the gorge? May I tell you what I've observed that you've been laughing at? I do feel like the way in which your friends know you and you know them, like the way you like create family and the way that you feel like safe around people and the way that you can like laugh at yourself. You have a very good sense of humor about yourself.
Yeah.
Like you're able to get teased really hard and you love to tease.
Yeah, I like that. I like teasing. Yeah.
I do too. And I think it's a love language. I don't know if it's East Coast. I don't know if it's whatever, but like to me, like the more comfortable I am with someone, the more I want to tease them and want to be teased by them.
Yeah. I would say, like my closest friends, like Bombardo, you know, my group of my women friends that we were in an all-girl improv group, but then we turned into a coven, legit. We call ourselves Bombardo. Like we have like a text chain and we do like Zooms and we do like trips, and those girls make me laugh really, really hard. Also, we all known each other for so long.
Yeah.
My oldest, that's the best thing that makes me laugh. It's just funny, all my funny friends.
Well, Plaza, we did it.
We did.
We really did it.
Okay.
Great job. Thank you for doing this. It means a lot that you came.
I think I got the part.
You got the part. You got the part of yourself.
Okay. Finally, after all these years.
I needed you to audition for the part of you in the podcast, and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Aubrey Plaza, a.k.a. April Ludgate, my daughter, sister, wife, friend, and we all wanted you to be here, and we're really glad you are. And that was so fun and funny and always a good hang with you. So thank you for coming. And today's Polar Plunge, I just want to talk and just remind people of the beautiful films that Aubrey Plaza and her late husband, Jeff Baina, made together. They include Little Hours, Life After Beth, Spin Me Round. They're all really great, beautiful, funny films that you should check out, and check out Jeff Baina's work. He's an incredible writer and director, and his work is really special. And it leads me to say that, you know, if someone you know or you yourself is struggling emotionally or thinking about suicide, you can call the National Suicide and Crisis Prevention Lifeline at 988. If you're outside of the U.S., visit spotify.com/resources for information and resources. You've been listening to Good Hang. The executive producers for this show are Bill Simmons, Jenna Weiss-Berman, and me, Amy Poehler. The show is produced by The Ringer and Paperkite. For The Ringer, production by Jack Wilson, Kat Spillane, Kaya McMullen, and Alea Zanaris. For Paperkite, production by Sam Green, Joel Lovell, and Jenna Weiss-Berman. Original music by Amy Miles.